Hi, so I've called this video family. So, you know, family can be your biological family it can be your adopted family, it can be your foster family, it can be your extended family, it can be your ancestral link, it can be your soul family, people that you really get you, you get them, people that you don't have to say any words to, that they just know. Maybe when you're needing something, you need a wee bit uplifting, or your some happy news to share with them. It could be your work family team, it could be where you work, that you feel part of a family and part of a group. When I was growing up, we had, my mum was the youngest of 9 and my dad was the oldest of 5. Although he's a twin, a couple of minutes of difference. And gosh, I think I counted once all the aunties and uncles. I had really loads and loads of aunties and uncles. So my mum was the youngest, and then so 9. I can't remember how many aunties and uncles I had, but it was loads and loads. And one day that my young people asked me, and had a sore head trying to count it out one night, and I said, I'll have to get back to you with that. And I actually sat and wrote it out, how many aunties and uncles, and my cousins had cousins, and then they had children, and their children had children. When I was going with my husband, and we were going down the town, he said, you know everybody, and I said, no, I'm actually related to my family. So the family went on forever and ever. And when I was growing up, we always had, my mum she always made homemade homemade food, and she was a good baker and cook, and she always used to make things, and the family would always come round, our brothers and sisters and my granny. And I remember one holiday we went to Nairn, and we were there, and Granny was there, and there were rows and rows of cars of us on, the dogs was there, and we had a wee budgie. My grandfather had a budgie, and the budgie was there, and that might have been a bus tour they were on. Actually, I don't think they had the budgie when they were in a car. Anyway, there were loads and loads of these, and we got to Nairn, and we had lots of different caravans, and Granny used to watch, my Granny Hannah used to watch us all while mums and dads get out for a couple of hours to the pub, and it was such a lot of fun. Just being there in that holiday. It was in Nairn, and it was so special. And we had lots of Christmas parties and New Year parties, and then just the year before my mum died, my mum had made lots of things at New Year, Hogmanay, as they call it in Scotland, and nobody came round, and we were all killing myself laughing, thinking this how funny, seeing the funny side of things, of how nobody had turned up. And it was really strange, because we always had a full house. There was 5 years lived at home, and also with my mum and dad's family, we had there were lots of us, so there was always plenty of people there, my mum and dad's friends as well. And that year nobody came, but we all found it really funny how that happened. And it was just really, I suppose, when I think about it now, I've never thought about this till I've been doing this video, but that must have been just for us, just to spend that time together. Excuse me, before she left, because the following May she died. Maybe had she wasn't not unwell or anything, but so family can be your chosen family, it can be your pets, it can be people you choose to resonate with at a really soul level, it can be your biological family, it can be all of these, it can be your soul family. It just means at this time of the year, it seems more important than ever to connect in with your family. And families don't always get along. Many interesting times I've had growing up. It was quite hard sharing a room with my sister when I was growing up, and used to share a bed, and she used to be, at that time, she was very, very untidy. She's complete opposite now, but at that point she was very untidy, and I used to just get so upset. I used to put the pillows down the middle of the bed. It was a double bed we had. At one point we didn't have single beds, and this was just throughout our life and growing up. And she kind of dominated the space, and she always used to want to cuddle into me because I was the oldest, and she always wanted to go everywhere with me. And now I hardly see her. It's really funny. My mum would dress as the same, and she would be dressed as the same as me, and it just as you got older, it just seemed to really annoy you. Whereas when you were younger, it didn't really. It was lovely to be like that, and you just get spoiled by street cred, I suppose. And I had a younger brother as well, but she doesn't. I don't know. It was. I suppose it was maybe sometime now we would feel left out because it was two girls, but we were all really close growing up. And then it was nice to have your aunties and uncles and your cousins because we went and done lots of things with them. Anyway, the card for today from the Angels of Abundance is Release Jealousy. It's a strange card to come out, isn't it? And this is basically remembering your roots, and a lot of transformations actually happening just now. And the card here, it's saying jealousy is affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So I suppose it's maybe like what I was talking about when I did my live on the 7th of December, that this is just really, if you wanting something, you can create that, bring that to you, and what you, if you've only got so much money in the bank or whatever, you can create more of that. So it's like creating more of what you do want rather than focusing on what you don't want. So I feel that's the energy I want to bring in, to bring in more of what you do want, more family time. If it's to do with your family, or want more family time, or you want your family to really get on or be in harmony, you can create that and put that out there, that you have more good times. You have more good times like what it was like when you were younger. I think when you're getting, well, I think we've all got, whenever everything's been happening with lockdown and COVID and everything, people have just got used to being on their own and doing their own thing. And also life has become really, really busy for people, and it seems to have like priorities have maybe got out a wee bit of whack and we're being too busy. But I feel as if you should never be too busy to spend time with your family. And spend quality time. And if you can't be with them in person, is to give them a wee call or a FaceTime and spend time connecting in, because it's great now. I mean, social media gets quite a lot of bad press, but it's really, really great how we can all connect in all over the world with people, and we're family members. I mean, I loved getting to see all the pictures of my families and see how they're all getting on. That would never have been possible all the years ago. You'd have thought that would have been happening, and connect in with people. That's how I do a lot of my work, and most of my work nowadays is online, over Zoom. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye bye. Food for thought.